What's up, music fans of the internet? I'm Kevin.
I'm Derek.
And together we are Last Week's Album, bringing you two opinions on the best new music. And in this episode, we're talking about the new Heartless Bastards album, which is called Restless Ones. And we'll be exploring the big question: when the heartless get restless, do they also get aimless or fearless? But before we do that, we'll kick it off like we always do, drinking a beer. Cheers, Derek, and everyone at home.
Cheers, Kevin, everyone at home.
Appreciate the sound effect. Derek, let's do a little background on the band for you. These Heartless Bastards are an American rock band formed originally in Cincinnati, Ohio in 2003. They are now based right here in Austin, Texas. They were signed to Fat Possum in 2004 after Patrick Carney from the Black Keys passed along a demo to the label. I think they've since parted ways with Fat Possum. Previous albums have all been well received by critics, and their last album saw an even wider sort of mass approval. It was the first one to break into the top half of the Billboard Top Albums chart, and this is their fifth album this one anyway, is produced by John Congleton, who's done work with St. Vincent, Angel Olsen, and Swans, and it was recorded at Sonic Ranch Studios in El Paso, Texas. So let's jump into what it sounds like. Derek, what do you think?
Kevin, I think Restless Ones sounds like Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. Dawes and the Alabama Shakes take a working road trip on Interstate 10 through West Texas.
Nice, nice. I can hear all of those now that you bring them up. Personally, I think it sounds like collective soul hop in a Fleetwood Mac truck and try to outdrive the Byrds flying overhead. So you guys get it. We can both play off the Restless theme. Now let's talk about key tracks. Derek, what are you going with?
I'm going with Into the Light.
Right on. I'm going with Gates of Dawn, but why don't you kick us off, Derek?
Yeah, this one, it really features this evenly struck piano chord riff that it really is the backbone of the song. This is accented with this boozy, lumbering electric guitar riff that just kind of goes off on its own. A cymbal-heavy bass snare drum beat. And the chorus features really cascading, shimmering guitars, soaring vocal melody, and it really kind of ebbs and is carried out by this piano riff. So really kind of contrasting themes there. The lyrics kind of have this uplifting theme of perseverance and positivity and potentially fighting cynicism, but that may have been a muted point. One example I really liked, she says, "I'm going to find my place in the sun, whether I'm by myself or with someone, I just got to keep on trying." So just really kind of upbeat melody, musical theme going on here that is matched very well lyrically as well.
Nice, nice. Some similar themes here on track number 2, Gates of Dawn. Most specifically, lyrics referencing the sun. Like you just said, Derek. There's a really good line here that says, "Oh, underneath the million skies, I made it to the sun," which would be awesome. But the track itself opens with 2 acoustic guitars and bluesy vocals. Drums come pounding in along with these really sinewy electric guitars. Later, there's these sort of cooing backing vocals, picked acoustic electric guitar lines, ramshackle percussion, and the mellower verses open up to this giant, sprawling chorus and a really heavy bridge with barreling guitars and thundering bass and vocal wailing, and a nice instrumental ending to wrap things up with shimmering guitars and barreling drums. So definitely check out those 2 tracks. And now let's talk about some best lyrics. Derek, what do you like?
Kevin, even though we've been talking a whole lot about sunlight, I'm going to go with a lyric from the song Black Cloud. And she says, "Oh, I have spun out and filled myself with doubt." I just really kind of like that quick couplet there. And even though, I'm kind of describing maybe some darker part of the album here, I assure you there was a silver lining in Black Cloud.
Lots of weather themes going on here. And I'm going to bring up one here in my best lyric, which comes from Eastern Wind. And the line goes, "Stars light up the summer sky, still is the night, so restless the dawn. Oh, we swallow the rivers dry and walk through the ancient thoughts in our minds." Just some really cool imagery there and metaphors, and I thought touched on the album's overall theme of sort of the journey is the destination. So That's what we were digging lyrically. Now let's talk about overall rating and the big question, Derek. When the Heartless get restless, do they also get aimless or fearless? And can we fit any more less words into that question? What do you think?
Kevin, without using a less word, I'm going to start with pros and cons and then go to the question. Indubitably. There you go. Good. I really liked, I thought there was a very unique blend of alt country, blues, and rock sounds. I really thought they did a great job of contrasting sounds within tracks as well. As I described my key track, Into the Light, the piano and guitars really kind of complementing each other, although having very different sounds intrinsically to them. Lyrics I thought were tough to discern. It seemed like the vocal melodies as a whole were somewhat repressed. And I thought it was difficult to kind of sometimes connect the musical theme to what was going on lyrically, and maybe this had lessened the emotional impact at times, I thought. But to answer the question, when the Heartless get restless, do they also get aimless or fearless? I'm going to answer with fearlessly aimless. I think they achieved some unique sounds, but wandered a bit too much to keep me entirely engaged. But I think this one has great potential as a road trip soundtrack, so I'm giving it a 4 out of 5 overall.
Nice. All right. Well, we're going to mostly agree here. On the pro side, I thought guitars, drums, bass, and vocals all hold their own and work together really well. Lead singer here clearly has a powerful, versatile, really blues rock voice. I thought this album was heavier than their past work, but in a really good way. A lot of people are calling this their arena rock record, and I have to agree. I think it's good for long drives. It's got these dusty, sunny vibes and big, spacious sounds, and I think it's a really well-balanced record between tracks overall. On the con side, I thought the lyrics get a little bit cheesy, or to your point, Derek, sometimes unintelligible. And also, to your point, Derek, during the more expansive moments, I kind of lost interest a few times, I have to admit. But to answer the big question, I think they're pretty fearless here. I think you can feel the weight and the bigness and the ambition they're going for. And the quote that comes to mind here for me is, not all those who wander are lost. So there you have it. 4 out of 5 from both Derek and myself makes an 8 out of 10 for Restless Ones by Heartless Bastards. So definitely check this one out and let us know what you guys think. And as always, don't forget to subscribe to us here at Last Week's Album, where we're bringing you 2 opinions on the best new music. As always, I'm Kevin.
I'm Derek.
And we'll see you next time, guys. Cheers.